바이블 1311 First Chronicles 9 역대상 9장을 네이티브 스피커의 목소리와 함께 읽어보도록 하겠습니다.
Chapter 9. All Israel was listed in the genealogies recorded in the book of the kings of Israel. The people of Judah were taken captive to Babylon because of their unfaithfulness.
All Israel was listed in the genealogies recorded in the book of the kings of Israel. All Israel was listed. 모든 이스라엘이 등록이 됐는데 어디에? In the genealogies recorded in the book of the kings of Israel. genealogies. 그 genealogies recorded. 기록된 계보에 in the book of the kings of Israel. 이스라엘 열왕기 책에 in the genealogies recorded. 거기에 all Israel was listed 됐습니다. The people of Judah were taken captive to Babylon because of their unfaithfulness. The people of Judah, 유다 백성들이 were taken captive, take captive, 포로로 잡는 것을 말하는데 were taken captive 했으니까 포로로 잡혀갔는데 the people of Judah were taken captive 어디로? to Babylon because of their unfaithfulness. 그들의 unfaithfulness, faithful, 신실하지 못함으로 인해서, 믿음이 없음으로 인해서, unfaithfulness, 믿음이 없음으로, 그들이 하나님을 신뢰하지 않음으로 인해서, because of their unfaithfulness로 인해서, the people of Judah were taken captive 됐습니다.
Now the first to resettle on their own property in their own towns were some Israelites, priests, Levites, and temple servants.
Now the first to resettle on their own property in their own towns were some Israelites, priests, Levites, and temple servants. Now the first to resettle on their own property. On their own property. 그들 자신의 사유지, property. 그들 on their own property. 자신이 소유하고 있는 property에 resettle, 재정착. 첫 번째로 이제 재정착을 하는 것이 in their own towns에 were some Israelites. 일부 얼마의 그 이스라엘 사람들, priests, 제사장들, Levites, 레위인들, temple servants. 성전을 봉사하는 사람들, temple servants들이었습니다.
Those from Judah, from Benjamin, and from Ephraim and Manasseh who lived in Jerusalem were
Those from Judah, from Benjamin, and from Ephraim and Manasseh who lived in Jerusalem were. those, 그러한 사람들 어디로부터, 어느 지파로부터느냐? Those from Judah, 유다 지파, from Benjamin, 베냐민 지파, from Ephraim and Manasseh, 에브라임과 므낫세 지파로부터. 그들은 who lived in Jerusalem, 예루살렘에 살았는데, who lived in Jerusalem were, 예루살렘에 살았던 사람이 다음과 같은데, who lived in Jerusalem were
Uthai, son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Benai, a descendant of Perez, son of Judah.
Uthai, son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Benai, a descendant of Perez, son of Judah. 3절에 읽었던 those live in the Jerusalem 한 사람들이 우타이 son of Ammihud, Ammihud의 아들 우타이, the son of Omri, Omri의 아들, the son of Imri, Imri의 아들, the son of Benai, Benai의 아들, a descendant of Perez, son of Judah. 베레스의 그 후손들, 유다의 아들, a descendant of Perez. 베레스의 그 후손들이 거기 예루살렘에 거주를 하게 되었습니다.
Of the Shilonites, Asaiah, the firstborn, and his sons.
Of the Silonites, Asaiah, the firstborn, and his sons. 실로나이스 사람들 중에서는 아사야, the firstborn, 장자 아사야와 또 his sons, 그의 아들들이 있었고.
Of the Zerahites, Jeuel. The people from Judah numbered 690.
Of the Zerahites, Zerahites 중에서는 제우엘이 있었는데 the people from Judah numbered 690. The people from Judah, 유다 지파로부터 온 그 사람들이 계수를 해보니까 numbered 690, 690명이었고
Of the Benjamites, Salu son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hasenuah.
of the Benjamites, 베냐민 지파 중에서는 Salu son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hasenuah가 있었고
Ibniah son of Jeroam, Elah son of Uzai, the son of Micri, the son of Meshullam, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Ruel, the son of Bibnijah.
임나야 son of 제로함, 제로함의 아들 임나야와 엘라 son of Uzai, the son of Micri, and Meshullam son of Shephatiah, the son of Reuel, the son of 임나이자가 있었고
The people from Benjamin, as listed in their genealogy, numbered 956. All these men were heads of their families.
The people from Benjamin as listed in their genealogy. The people from Benjamin, 베냐민 지파로부터 온 사람들이 as listed in their genealogy. 그들의 genealogy에 기록된 사람으로서 numbered 956, 956명이었고 all these men were heads of their families. 이 기록된 사람들은 genealogy에 기록된 사람들은 all these men were heads of their families. 그들 가족들의 수장들이었습니다. 지도자들이었습니다. All these men were heads of their families.
Of the priests, Jedaiah, Jehoiarib, Joachim,
Of the priests, 제사장들 중에서는 제다아야, 저호야립, 세킨이 있었고
Azariah son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Meraioth, the son of Ahitub, the official in charge of the house of God.
계속 이제 제사장들 그게 이어지는데 Azariah son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Meraioth, the son of Ahitub, the official in charge of the house of God. In charge of, 책임을 진다는 말인데 in charge of the house of God. 하나님의 집을 in charge of 한 the official, 그 관리를 맡은 사람들. The official in charge of the house of God. 그 사람들은 누구냐?
Benaiah son of Jeroam, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and Masai son of Adiel, the son of Jezerah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshillemith, the son of Immer.
Adaiah son of Jeroham, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and Messiah son of Adiel, the son of Zazerah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshullemith, the son of Immer. 였고
Priests who were heads of families numbered 1,760. They were able men, responsible for ministering in the house of God.
The priests who were heads of families numbered 1,760. 제사장들 priest가 who were heads of families. 그들이 이제 지도자들이었는데 가족들의 지도자들이었는데 numbered 해보니까 numbered가 1,760, 1,760명이었고 They were able men responsible for ministering in the house of God. 그들은 they were able men이었습니다. able men. 능력 있는 사람들. 아주 able men. 재능 있는 사람들이었고 they were able men responsible for ministering. 그리고 ministering 하는데 제사나 직무를 수행하는데 책임을 맡은 사람들이 책임감이 있는 사람, responsible for ministering in the house of God. 하나님의 집에서 ministering을 하는데 responsible for ministering에 대해서 책임을 가진 책임감이 있는 그런 able men들이었습니다. They were able men responsible for ministering in the house of God.
Of the Levites, Shemaiah son of Hashab, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, a Merarite.
Of the Levites, 이제 레위인들이 나오는데 Shemaiah, son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, a Merarite.
Bakar, Heresh, Galal, and Mattanah, son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph.
Bakar, Haresh, Galal, and Mattaniah, son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph.
Obadiah, son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. The
Obadiah, son of Shemaiah, 그 레위인들이 계속되는데, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. 그들은 어디에 살았느냐? Who lived in the villages of Netophathite. Netophathite라는 그 마을에 살았습니다.
gatekeepers, Shallum, Akab, Talmon, Ahiman, and their brothers, Shallum their chief being
The gatekeepers, gatekeepers, 게이트 문을 말하고 keeper는 지키는 사람이니까 문지기, gatekeepers, 문지기, gatekeepers, gatekeepers는 살룸, 아쿱, 탈문, 어하이만, and their brothers, 살룸, their chief. 살룸과 아쿱과 탈문, 어하이만, and their brothers와 살룸, their chief. 그들의 대장은 누구였느냐? 살룸이 그들의 chief이었습니다.
stationed at the king's gate on the east up to the present time. These were the gatekeepers belonging to the camp of the Levites.
Being stationed at the king's gate on the east up to the present time. Being stationed, station 하면은 그 정류장을 말할 때 station이니까 거기에 being station, 거주를 이제 그게 항상 이제 being station 하는데 어디에 at the king's gate on the east. 동쪽에 at the king's gate야. 왕의 문이 on the east에 at the king's gate에 있는 동쪽 문에 being stationed. 거주를 being stationed를 하게 됐는데 up to the present time. 현재 시간까지 up to the present time까지 being stationed 했습니다. 어디에? at the king's gate on the east에. These were the gatekeepers belonging to the camp of the Levites. These were the gatekeepers. 이러한 사람들이 gatekeepers들이었는데, 문지기들이었는데, 어디에 속했느냐? belonging to the camp of the Levites. 레위인들의 진, 캠프에 속한 그러한 사람들이었습니다. gatekeepers.
Shallum, son of Kor, the son of Abiasaph, the son of Korah, and his fellow gatekeepers from his family, the Korahites, were responsible for guarding the thresholds of the tent, just as their fathers had been responsible for guarding the entrance to the dwelling of the Lord.
Shallum, son of Kor, 그 gatekeepers가 Shallum, son of Kor, the son of Abiasaph, the son of Korah, and his fellow gatekeepers from his family. The Korahites were responsible for guarding the thresholds of the tent. 그리고 이 사람들 어디에 책임이 있었냐면은 guard 하는데 지키는데 thresholds of the tent. 텐트의 그 thresholds를 그것을 문지방을 그것을 이제 지키는 문을 지키는 guarding the thresholds of the tent just as their fathers had been responsible for guarding the entrance to the dwelling of the Lord. 그들의 조상들이 어디에 책임을 맡고 있었는 것처럼 just as 어디를 책임 맡고 있었느냐? guarding the entrance to the dwelling of the Lord. 여호와가 거하는 입구 entrance의 책임을 맡은 것처럼 이 사람들이 또한 responsible for guarding the thresholds of the tent의 책임을 맡고 있었습니다.
Earlier times, Phinehas, son of Eleazar, was in charge of the gatekeepers, and the Lord was with him.
In earlier times, Phinehas, son of Eleazar, was in charge of the gatekeepers, and the Lord was with him. Early times, 일찍이 earlier times 더 이른 시기에 in earlier times 피느하스 son of Eleazar was in charge of the gatekeepers. 엘리에살의 아들인 비느하스는 어디를 in charge of 하죠? in charge of the gatekeepers. 수문지기를 책임을 맡고 있는 사람은 누구였느냐? 엘리에살의 아들 비느하스였는데 그리고 and the Lord was with him. 여호와께서 그와 함께 하셨습니다. 비느하스와 함께 하셨습니다.
Zechariah, son of Meshelemiah, was the gatekeeper at the entrance to the tent of meeting.
Zechariah, son of Meshelemiah, was the gatekeeper at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Zechariah, son of Meshelemiah, 메슐레마의 아들 Zechariah가 was the gatekeeper였는데 at the entrance to the tent of meeting. tent of meeting, 모이는 텐트, 그러니까 회막에 the tent of meeting entrance, at the entrance에 그 문지기, gatekeeper로서 제크라야가 있었고
Altogether, those chosen to be gatekeepers at the thresholds numbered 212. They were registered by genealogy in their villages. The gatekeepers had been assigned to their positions of trust by David and Samuel the seer.
Altogether, 모두 합쳐서 altogether those chosen to be gatekeepers at the thresholds numbered 212. 이러한 those chosen, 선택된 사람들이 those chosen to be gatekeepers로서 수문지기가 되도록 to be gatekeepers가 되도록 those chosen to be gatekeepers at the thresholds에 그 entrance 아마 비슷한 그런 어떤 부근인 것 같은데 그 at the thresholds에 to be gatekeepers로 있던 사람이 numbered 212명이었습니다. They were registered by genealogy in their villages. 그들이 등록을 했는데 registered by genealogy, 계보에 따라서 in their villages. 그들의 마을에서 in their villages에서 they were registered. The gatekeepers had been assigned to their positions of trust by David and Samuel the seer. 그리고 그 gatekeepers들이 had been assigned, 할당을 받았는데 had been assigned, 할당을 받다, had been assigned to their positions of trust. 그들의 그 포지션을 their positions of trust 를 할당을 had been assigned, 할당을 받았는데 누구에 의해서? by David and Samuel the seer. 다윗과 사무엘 선견자에 의해서 그들이 할당을 했습니다. 다윗이 이제 그 성전을 짓기를 원했기 때문에 그걸 이제 자기 아들 솔로몬이 지었지만 이걸 할당을 해준 모양인데 had been 어떤 직책, 뭘 해라 그러는지 그것은 by David and Samuel the seer.
They and their descendants were in charge of guarding the gates of the house of the Lord, the house called the tent.
They and their descendants were in charge of guarding the gates of the house of the Lord, the house called the tent. They and their descendants. 그들과 그들의 후손들, they and their descendants가 were in charge of guarding the gates of the house of the Lord. 여호와의 집 문을 guarding, 그것을 이제 지키는 책임을 in charge of, 그 지키는 책임이었습니다. 그들과 그들의 후손들이 in charge of guarding the gates of the house of the Lord. 그 house는 뭐라고 부르느냐? The house called the tent. 그 처음에는 이제 솔로몬에 의해서 성전이 지어지기 전에는 회막, 텐트, 천막인데 천막, 성막, 태버나클, 태버나클, 텐트에서 태버나클에서 그 템플로 이렇게 그 템플이 결국에 이제 예수 그리스도께서 그 템플이 성전이 돼 히브리스에서 있듯이 그 성전이 되어서 지어지는 것을 나타내는데 tent, the house called the tent.
The gatekeepers were on the four sides, east, west, north, and south.
The gatekeepers were on the four sides, east, west, north, and south. gatekeepers, 수문지기들, gatekeepers들이 어디에 있었냐? four sides에 East, West, North and South에 이렇게 앞에서 212명이라고 했는데 그 사람들이 이렇게 한쪽에 그러면 한 50명 정도씩 이렇게 있었는지 그렇게 게이트키퍼들이 동서남북으로 이렇게 있었습니다.
Their brothers in their villages had to come from time to time and share their duties for 7-day periods.
Their brothers in their villages had to come from time to time and share their duties for 7-day periods. Their brothers in their villages. 그 마을에 있는 그들의 형제들이 had to come from time to time. had to come. 와야만 했습니다. from time to time. 종종. 그리고 share their duties. 그들의 의무를 share 했는데, 나눠서 했는데, for 7-day periods. 7일 그 기간 동안에 그러니까 그 마을에 있는 brothers가 형제면은 같이 와서 이렇게 그 봉사를 해야 됐던 모양인데 from time to time이니까 계속 오는 건 아니고 종종 from time to time 와가지고 share their duties 그들의 임무 duty 그들의 their duties를 share their duties for 7-day periods 7일 동안에 하면은 그걸 나눠서 이제 성전을 이렇게 가딩하는 수비 지키는 그런 게이트키퍼로서 그 마을에서 브라들도 같이 협력을 해서 하게 됐습니다.
But the 4 principal gatekeepers who were Levites were entrusted with the responsibility for the rooms and treasures in the house of God.
But the 4 principal gatekeepers who were Levites were entrusted with the responsibility for the rooms and treasuries in the house of God. 그러나 4 principal gatekeepers, 4개의 그 주요한 principal, 주요한 gatekeepers, 수비 수문지기들이 있은 모양인데, the 4 principal gatekeepers who were Levites, 그들은 누구였느냐? 레위인들. 4 principal gatekeepers who were Levites, 레위인들이었는데, 그들은 were entrusted with the responsibility for the rooms and treasuries in the house of God. entrusted with, 뭐와 함께 이렇게 맡기는 건데, entrusted with, 그들 4명은 중요한 아마 직책이었는가 본데, 4 principal gatekeepers는 were entrusted with the responsibility, 이러한 책임을 줬는데, for the rooms, 방들하고 treasuries, 금고, 그 성전에 들어오면 이제 헌금을 한다든지, 그런 이제 금고가 있었던 모양인 treasuries in the house of God. 하나님의 전에 있는 방과 treasuries를 돈하고 방하고를 이렇게 만든 역할을 했습니다.
They would spend the night stationed around the house of God because they had to guard it, and they had charge of the key for opening it each morning.
They would spend the night stationed around the house of God. 그들이 would spend the night, 밤을 거기서 보내야 했는데, spend the night stationed around the house of God. 하나님의 집 그 주위에서 station, 그 머물면서 station 하면서, they would spend the night 해야 됐는데, 왜냐? Because they had to guard it. 그걸 지켜야 되기 때문에. treasury나 guard room을 지켜야 되기 때문에. Because they had to guard it, and they had a charge of the key for opening it each morning. 그래서 열쇠를 아마 갖고 있어가지고 아침 되면은 그 게이트키퍼스들이 밤을 거기서 지내고 around the house of God에서 밤을 지내고 they had a charge of the key. 키를 이렇게 책임을 져서 for opening it each morning. 매일 아침마다 문을 열었습니다.
Some of them were in charge of the articles used in the temple service. They counted them when they were brought in and when they were taken out.
Some of them were in charge of the articles used in the temple service. 그들 중에 일부는 some of them은 in charge of the articles, 물건들, articles를 in charge of 책임을 짓는데 in charge of the articles 어디에 사용된 물건이냐? used in the temple service. 템플에서 그 서비스 예배 드릴 때 뭘 이렇게 사용한 그 물건들 in charge of the articles used in the temple service. They counted them when they were brought in, when they were taken out. 그래서 그들이 그 articles를 이제 뭐 기구들을 이렇게 갖고 사용을 하면서 그 예배를 이렇게 드린 모양인데 they counted them. 그들이 그걸 카운트를 했는데 when they were brought in 가지고 들어올 때, when they were brought in 할 때, when they were brought in 할 때, 그리고 또 그걸 이제 예배 드리고 나서 또 제자리에 갖다 놔야 되니까 아마 when they were taken out, take out 할 때, brought in 하고 take out 할 때, when they were taken out, when they were taken out 할 때도 그것을 they counted them. 그것을 이제 카운트를 했습니다. 제대로 이제 갖고 들어오고 갖고 나오고 그게 맞는지를.
Others were assigned to take care of the furnishings and all the other articles of the sanctuary, as well as the flour and wine and the oil, incense and spices.
Others were assigned to take care of the furnishings and all the other articles of the sanctuary. 그리고 다른 사람들은 이제 뭐가 assigned 할당이 됐느냐 하면은 others were assigned to take care of the furnishings. take care of. 그걸 이제 잘 간수를 하는 또 잘 take care of 물건들이니까 물건들을 잘 이렇게 케어하는 take care of the furnishings 그 기구들 furnisings와 all the other articles of the sanctuary 다른 모든 그 성소 생추어리의 아티클 저들을 take care of 하는데 그것이 others were assigned 그들에게 책임이 할당이 되었고 뭐와 함께 as well as the flour and wine, the oil, incense and spices 거기다가 as well as the flour 밀가루하고 와인 그 포도주 와인과 the oil 기름과 incense 향과 spices incense and spices 향료들 그들 incense and spices와 the oil과 와인 the flour and wine들을 그들이 others were assigned.
But some of the priests took care of mixing the spices.
But some of the priests took care of mixing the spices. 그러나 some of the priests, 제사장들의 일부는 뭐를 take care of 했느냐? mixing the spices. 향료를 mixing, 섞는 거, mixing the spices 하는 그것을 이제 took care of 했는데 레위기 같은데 보면은 이제 이렇게 향료를 어떻게 이 제사를 드릴 때 향료를 섞는 그런 게 모세 율법으로서 자세하게 나와 있는데 그런 것을 이제 맡아서 mixing the spices 하는 그런 역할을 some of the priests 제사장들 중에 일부는 그것을 맡았습니다.
Levite named Mattathiah, the firstborn son of Shallum the Korahite, was entrusted with the responsibility for baking the offering bread.
A Levite named Mattathiah, the firstborn son of Shallum the Korahite, was entrusted with the responsibility for baking the offering bread. 그 레위인, a Levite, 레위인 named Mattathiah가 있었는데 the firstborn son of Shallum the Korahite, 고라 자손의 살룸의 아들인 그 장자였는데 Mattathiah가 was entrusted with the responsibility. 그 책임을 그에게 맡겼는데 was entrusted with the responsibility for baking the offering bread. 그 예물을 드릴 때 빵을 굽는 거. 이 예물을 아프링을 번트 아프링 뭐 이렇게 예물을 드릴 때 뭐 땡크 아프링 그렇게 이제 아프링이 있는데 전제 소제라고 이제 곡식을 빻아서 이렇게 하면은 그걸 하얄 소자를 써서 소제라 그러는데 그것이 이제 그 밀가루처럼 이렇게 하얗게 돼서 소제가 되는데 그런 것을 아마 가지고 와서 offering bread를 그것을 baking the offering bread 베이킹을 그것을 이제 요리를 이렇게 하게 되는가 본데 그것을 entrusted with the responsibility for baking the offering bread 베이킹을 하는 책임을 마트타야 고라자손의 살룸의 아들 장자 the firstborn이 마트타야가 레위인 마트타야가 그것을 이렇게 맡아서 했습니다.
Some of their Kohathite brothers were in charge of preparing for every Sabbath the bread set out on the table.
Some of their Kohathite brothers were in charge of preparing for every Sabbath the bread set out on the table. 그러니까 밀가루로 이렇게 베이킹하는 것은 그것은 이제 진설병을 set out on the table. 그래서 진설병을 위해서 그렇게 한 것인데, some of their Kohathite brothers, 고라 자손의 형제들 중 일부가 some of their Kohathite brothers가 were in charge of preparing for. 그 준비하는 것을 preparing for 하는 것을 in charge of 그것을 책임을 맡았는데 preparing for every Sabbath. 매번 안식일 preparing for every Sabbath. 안식일을 위해서 준비하는 것을 the bread set out on the table. 그 빵을 set out on the table. 그 위에다가 on the table에다가 setting out 하는 그런 책임을 그것을 이제 고라 자손의 일부 형제들이 코하다이트 브라더스가 맡았는데, 안식일 preparing for every Sabbath. prepare 다음에 이렇게 명사가 나오는 거하고 prepare for가 나오는 거하고는 조금 의미가 차이가 있는데 그걸 좀 조심해서 봐야 될 것 같은데, prepare every Sabbath 하면은 안식일을 준비하는 것이 되는 것이고, preparing for every Sabbath the bread. preparing for 하면은 무엇을 위해서니까 약간의 의미 차이가 있는 것 같은데, 그 안식일에 그 빵을 준비하기 위해서 이렇게 책임을 맡은 것이 코하다이트 브라더스가 이렇게 레위 지파의 것을 맡았습니다.
Those who were musicians, heads of Levite families, stayed in the rooms of the temple and were exempt from other duties because they were responsible for the work day and night.
Those who were musicians, heads of Levite families, stayed in the rooms of the temple and were exempt from other duties because they were responsible for the work day and night. 근데 거기서 이제 exempt 면제가 되는 다른 exempt from other duties, 다른 책임에서 다른 일에서 exempt 되는 사람이 있었는데, 그들은 누구냐? Those who were musicians, 음악하는 사람들이 musicians, heads of Levite families, 그 레위 가족의 이제 지도자들인데, heads of Levite families stayed in the rooms of the temple. 어디에 머무르느냐? 템플 방에, 템플 안에서 이렇게 stay다 했는데, 그리고 were exempt from other duties. 다른 그 직무로서는 musicians, 악기를 하든지 노래를 이렇게 하든지 찬양을 부르는 찬양대 같은 그런 이제 역할을 수행하면서 exempt from other duties. 왜냐? Because they were responsible for the work day and night. 그들이 책임을 맡았는데 그 일을 day and night, 밤낮으로 day and night 그 워크를 responsible 책임을 맡아가지고 다른 일은 안 했습니다. 그들이 뮤지션스들이 그것을 하면서 보니까 이제 they were responsible for the work day and night. 밤낮으로 하는 그 워크라는 것이 뮤지션에 아마 관련되는 그런 것 같은데 다른 일이 아닌 것 같고, 그래서 그들은 exempt from other duties, 다른 사익 듀티로부터 exempt 되는 그러한 이제 그 사람들이 뮤지션들이었습니다.
All these were heads of Levite families, chiefs as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem.
All these were heads of Levite families. 이들이 레위인 가족들의 수장들이었고, chiefs as listed in their genealogy. 그들의 계보에 따라서 그 수장들이 chiefs가 as listed in their genealogy 기록이 되었고, they lived in Jerusalem. 그들은 예루살렘에 살았습니다.
Jael, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah.
Jael, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah. 그 기브온의 아버지인 제이엘은 lived in Gibeon, 기브온에 살았는데, 사람 이름하고 그 지명 이름이 같은데, 기브온이라는 아버지인 JL은 기본에 살았습니다. His wife's name was 마카. 그의 아내 이름이 마카였습니다.
And his firstborn son was Abdon, followed by Zur, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab.
And his firstborn son was Abdon. 그의 firstborn son이 장자가 his firstborn son was Abdon이었고 그리고 계속 이어서 followed by Zur, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab이 이렇게 계속 그 아들이 이어지고
Dor, Ahio, Zechariah, and Mikloth.
게돌, 어하이어, 제크라야, and 미클롯.
Mikloth was the father of Shimeon. They lived near their relatives in Jerusalem.
미클롯 was the father of Simeon. They too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. 그들 미클롯은 시메암의 아비였는데 그들은 they too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. 예루살렘에서 그들의 친척이 있는 그 부근에 살았습니다.
Ner was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbaal.
There was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbaal. 이건 아마 앞장에도 역대상 8장이나 그 앞장에도 나온 것 같은데 There was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, 사울의 아버지 기스와 사울은 the father of Jonathan, 요나단의 아비요. 요나단과 말키수아와 아비나다 and 이시바의 아비였습니다.
The son of Jonathan married Baal, who was the father of Micah.
The son of Jonathan married Baal, who was the father of Micah.
Of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Tariah, and Ahaz.
The sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Tariah, Ahaz. 마이카의 아들들은 누구였느냐? 피톤, 멜렉, 타리아, and Ahaz.
Ahaz was the father of Jada, Jada the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, Zimri, and Zimri was the father of Mosa.
Ahaz was the father of Jada, Jada was the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Jimri was the father of Mosa.
Mosa was the father of Benaiah, Rephaiah was his son, Eleazar his son, and Azel his son.
모자 was the father of 비니야. 비니야의 아버지는 모자였는데 레파야 was his son. 레파야가 그의 아들이었고 엘리야사 his son and 아젤 his son.
Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Sheraiah, Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel.
Azel had 6 sons. 아젤은 6명의 had 6 sons, and these were their names. 이 사람들이 그들의 이름인데 Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Sheraiah, Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. 이 사람들이 바로 아젤의 아들들이었습니다.